Hello, hello, hello. Today is November the 21st, 2022. Trading and investing of any kind carries risk. Everything discussed here is for entertainment purposes only and not to be taken as financial advice because I do not give advice. All right, let's look at what's happening out here. So, today was a really, really tight day. Good day to get slapped around if you don't know how to trade these kind of days. Everything was pretty slow to move. You get some of these pops now and then. So, I want to talk about why we were getting the pops and all that fun stuff, but also at the close of the day, look at this wick. Look at that. Oh, would you look at this? Look at that, 400. So there was an order at 400 and there was an order at 399, which is wild. Because if you notice, we haven't traded there in not today, not the day before, not the day before. Not really the day before that, other than in pre-market. Pre-market. So that's wild. Now, I can't say that other than like live screw up trades that I've ever seen that. So what does that tell me? What it tells me that it's a signal, but I've never seen it show up, a signal like that show up as a wick. So it's very interesting how that's going to work out. And based on that, based on the level that's there, I would have, I'm not going to say I would imagine, I would like to see futures push there tonight. Somewhere up in this area, which, you have to compare the two, right? Futures being the ES and MES. But yeah, I would kind of like to see it get up in that area, and then we gap up a bit, pop up to that in the morning, and then pull. And I know before I was really hoping to see us actually go to 410, 411, and maybe we still will, but I just don't trust it. I haven't trusted it since the other day when, we popped up here, we hit that 403, completed that pattern, and then we had the, missiles that landed in Poland, right, which had that pull here. That's the last day that we hit that 400 area was that particular day, which is even, just adds a bit more suspicion. So very, very interesting stuff here. So other than that, we've really been consolidating a lot in these areas. So these lines in here, the purples are from last week. Probably up until Wednesday or Thursday. I think up until Wednesday. And I think these orange ones are from Friday and some on Thursday. I tend to color code, and I never really do things the same. I should probably be better about that. But the reason I do it is just to kind of change so I know, I can get an idea of what days we were consolidating within what levels. So, if you notice, when you get these consolidation levels that come in, you dance in between them. See how that works, right? And then you get this pull. We got this pull to this lowest level that we got a bunch of money that came in, which was 390.48. I need to rethink that. I think one of the bigger levels was 393.55. But either way, if you look at this, we pulled on Thursday. I think that's Thursday. Yep. And then look at this. Order came in, order came in, order came in. It really just walked us right back up. And then we get up around this level here. And, we had this pull back down here to this level. So then we created that W and pushed, right? So, it's just wild. And if you look at today, you kind of look at where we consolidated on Friday, it was definitely within the range of these orange levels here. Where we consolidated today was We had this come in, this 390, what is it, 396.05, and then we stayed under that all day long. We had this level here that we really had a hard time staying above. We had this level here that we really tried to stay below. We couldn't stay above this level, and then we pulled back under, and we stayed under for a while. And you notice where we slowed down and stopped at these previous consolidation levels, right? We got sat here, we pulled down to this here, created this wick, took us back up, tried to stay above it. We hit all these consolidation areas and got sold into and pulled us back down. You know, there's just a lot of this going on, and I just don't trust it. I really just don't trust exactly I'm not sure what's going on, where, you know, there are a lot of times I might put some stock in a particular direction. I mean, I need to rephrase that, I guess. You know, I'll put money in a particular direction, and with this particular one, I'm not going to, because I just don't trust it. And that's just the way that I am with it right now. I just really don't trust what's going on. So, you know, there's a catalyst that we're waiting on. We've been sitting in here way too long. And I think up until this whole missile in Poland thing, I do think we were going to push higher up into at least 411s or so, maybe even higher, maybe even pop through that trend line. You know, who knows? We could have taken that 443. But, you know, I don't know if that party got ruined because of that pull that we had here. You know, I mean, maybe that's what happened, right? And these orders are kind of getting reversed now where we started in here. Could very well be. Could just be additional consolidation for the same direction that, and I'm going to say they, not conspiracy theory-esque, they as in, you know, the people that do all these, you know, dark pool trades for accumulation and consolidation. You know, maybe that's just a continuation of consolidation. Maybe they gave that a test. You know, if you follow kind of like the Wyckoff idea, you know, maybe they had that test, that push. Just wasn't enough people willing to push yet. So they bring it back down, try to force it down more, right? If you force it down more, see if everybody's buying. Well, it looks like that's what's happening, right? We couldn't really have that complete pull. It got bought into, which is good. Took the levels lower, brought in buyers, pushed us back up. So here we are consolidating in this area again. But for what? Well, this wick really says we're going to, you know, doesn't say we're gonna. It says that I would like to see us go to 400 again. Who knows when that'll be? Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow, maybe never. But we shall see. But I'm just trading what I see. That's just the way that I'm going about this right now. You know, I focused a lot on this because there is just a lot of interesting going on here. And I will definitely, once we get a move out of this, you better believe I'm going to go back and study this, because I'm very curious as to what we end up doing. And this is one of those things where the next time something, you know, another setup like this happens, I'll hopefully be a bit more prepared for it. So, you know, a lot of times when I do these, I'll go in and talk about how to trade the day. But today, I mean, it was a scalp fest. You know, a lot of these moves, you really couldn't necessarily see them coming because they were going so slow. You could have, if you were very, very patient and you were willing to hold on to something for a decent amount of time. You know, I'm looking at the 5 now, but if I were to jump down to like the 1, you know, just look at all the chop in here. Just a lot of it. Chop, 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 chop. Little pull, little push, pull, push, pull. I mean, it was just this constantly having to try to find more buyers or more sellers to pick a direction. So, yeah, just a bit of a chop fest today. Not saying you can't make money, but you have to be able to make money in chop like this. You have to just scalp. You can't really sit in these trades. You get shaken out a lot of times. So yeah, that's kind of the way I feel about this current situation. We'll have to see what happens and where it goes. But you know, maybe tonight we push in the futures. We get up here, do a bit of a gap up in the morning, pop, pull back. Maybe we consolidate more. Maybe we get a nice pull into the holidays, right? Because that's where we are. We've got, what, 2 more days until we're off for Thanksgiving for the rest of the week, something like that. So, you know, that's where we are. I like making these videos. Like, subscribe, comment, tell me the things. Tell your mom, tell your cousin, you know, tell your brother, whoever you want to tell. And yeah, on that note, maybe I'll make another one tomorrow. We'll have to see what happens. But for now, I'll see you later.